Alright folks, just wanted to record a video. This is for AP Stats, problem 2, so right here. This is on the problem set 6-2 that is due on Friday. So they're talking about a situation here where they got a consumer organization and to investigate whether, what the company was saying was correct, they picked 10 cars, right? And they're asking us which of these are true. So the first one is absolutely true. We definitely need a random sample. That's a requirement. That's one of the conditions required to do this one sample t-test. The next thing asks us, each car taken independently from each other. Absolutely. Independently. That's definitely true. We usually don't necessarily prove this. The AP exam doesn't require you to prove this when you are writing your answer out by hand, but it is something that is technically required. So I mentioned this briefly. It comes up more when we talk about two samples, which we will discuss here in a little bit. But anyhow, this is going to be an independent sample. Number 3 is the interesting one, and this is something we have not discussed yet. They said, do we need to have a box plot to show an approximately symmetrical distribution? We do need a box plot, and let me explain this a little bit more, and I'll talk about it again in class today. I had been saying in class that, we assume that the sample is approximately normally distributed and therefore symmetric because of the central limit theorem. The AP exam wants us to be a little bit more specific. That's okay, we can do that. If the sample size is greater than 30, then we can use central limit theorem. But if n is less than 30, in other words, remember n is just the sample size, if the sample size is less than 30, then we must draw a box plot and verify the distribution is approximately symmetrical with no outliers, or very few, like maximum 1 outlier, maximum. But you need to say that. So again, if n is greater than 30, sample size bigger than 30, go straight to central limit theorem. If the sample size is less than 30, you have to draw a box plot to verify the distribution is approximately symmetrical. This is what we talk about shape, left skewed, right skewed, symmetrical with no outliers. In this case, sample size is 10, so we definitely need to draw a box plot. So therefore, all of these are correct. So answer choice E is the correct one. Hope this video is helpful, and we'll speak more about it in class.